All right, our second feature in Hawaii is Tommy and his 1929 Ford. All right, Tommy, take us away.
All right. This is my baby I've been working on for the last 11 years. So it's a 29 Phaeton. It's got a 32 frame rails that's been pinched. They got a kick up in the front, a kick up in the back to get the right stance on it. So it's been pinched for a 29 body to fit the width of the firewall. I'll show you a picture later on what the car looks like when I bought it. But yeah, basically, this whole thing was, the bottom was missing.
Oh, wow.
So there's no subfloor, no nothing. So basically, I welded, took everything apart, threw away the Model A frame, and then we welded the body together. And I was hanging my cherry picker right here. So the whole body was like this, and then I built the bottom, replaced some rust on the bottom. Not all of it, as you can see, but most of it. And then the subframe was built to fit the chassis, the 32 chassis on top of that. So show how that looks later on. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It was a bunch of pieces, really rusty. They had diamond plate on the floor, so someone trying to do a lowering job or channel job on it in California. It was actually owned by some actor in Hawaii.
Oh, really? Wow.
You can see here. This car was actually registered in 2011.
Wow.
And I'll show you the picture later on it. It's a miracle they actually drove the car like that. Anyways, so it's a 32 frame, frame rails that I made the center section myself, everything. It's got a Model 8 rear spring. It's a 1960 8 3/4 police ambulance axle. It's got extra large drum brakes on them, and the 60s axle, they actually have keyways at the end, so it's an old school axle, so I kind of kept it like that. So yeah, rear axle, I got a 904 automatic in it. The reason is I can't fit 3 pedals down there. It's kind of tight, even if I wanted to, so might be able to slide a manual in there one day, but for now, it works good. It's got a manual valve body in it, so you got to shift it manually. But other than that, it's the engine is a 1970 high compression 340 with an original Hillborn 340 intake manifold. I went to the factory at Hillborn, and the guys over there told me they made 100 of these and they melted at least 25. So wow, this is one of the rarest Hillborns there is.
Oh, your filter's right here.
Huh?
Your filter's right there.
Oh, there it landed. I was out looking on the street for it. It backfires sometimes when it's cold, especially, and these things go into orbit, so it's popping them in again. That's why I couldn't find it. So that's why a little wet. I went a little spin in the rain this morning. So yeah, so that's a high compression 340. I had this car in my Duster before. There's my Duster up there on the wall. So I ran that, actually right here.
Oh, this one?
Yeah. So I had a Hillborn on that car before with a 340.
Wow.
Low compression, 8.5. And that thing was fast. So with these tires, there's no grip. Especially not when it's raining.
Yeah, but they look good though.
Huh?
They look good.
Yeah.
Is this 750 in the rear?
750 and 550.
Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, I like the old school style, old school cars. But I build with the stuff I have lying around. I'm a recovering Mopar guy. I used to run the Mopar club here, so I got a 2 340s, I got a 331, I got 2 Polys 318. One is stroked to a 400, so that's my next fun project.
So is this car complete, or is it still like a work in progress?
It's safety checked, registered, and all that stuff. So, but it's not complete. No, it's got the whole frame is painted. It's in a Ariel Square 4 Cherokee Red, I think it's called. So the whole frame is painted and ready to go. There's no Bondo anywhere, if you can see here. There's scars everywhere, but there's no Bondo in this car anywhere. I don't use any Bondo.
Wow.
Like this is just, it'll be grind down later on, but all of this stuff is just whatever's there. I'm not planning on using any Bondo either. It's not that kind of car, so.
Yeah. No, it's really
cool. But so chassis is pretty much done. I need to fix these bones. I got to put a little more caster in, so I'm going to cut them down there and put some more caster in them to make the a little more stable.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How's the braking?
Oh, the brakes are actually, my buddy found this at the swap meet. They're C4 Corvette. So they're actually made in England.
Oh, wow.
I like the fins. Everyone
Yeah.
think they look like those air whatever something brakes. But yeah, they're C4 Corvette, single piston. Works great for this car. So the front axle is a it's forged, but it's a 32 axle, heavy duty.
How about the lights?
Huh?
The lights.
The headlights are 32 Packard,
Oh.
and they have halogen inserts in them. So you can see there's a ring right here. That's a chrome insert for the.
Oh.
The law here requires you have halogen headlights.
Got it.
So these are 32 Packard with halogen headlights. So.
How about the two small light? Do they work too? Oh, nice.
Yeah, I forgot where they came from. I don't think they're Packard, but they had the same style. So
Yeah, some style lens for you. That's
Yeah.
cool.
the horn doesn't work right now. I just ripped the wire when I did upgraded the steering coupler.
Yeah. No, they look really cool.
Then when the steering was loose, I could spin the shaft more, and my wire was wrapped around the column, so it ripped it.
What's the story behind the radiator ornament?
Oh, that's a 50s Rover hood ornament from England. So it's kind of Viking style. I had that on both my 30 sedan too. So
It's always cool to see people's hood ornament. You know?
yeah. It's obviously a fuel injected. So I'm probably going to dull this down later on and get rid of the anodizing and make it just steel,
Yeah.
old school looking. So like I said, the Hillborn is fuel injected. The injectors, usually people drill holes here and then put a fuel rail on it.
Yeah.
That kind of ruins the whole setup, the look on it. So I have, these are NPT threads, the fuel injectors before, the mechanical ones. So I ran a straight tap through it, and then they have these converters in, made out of aluminum, from Alky Diggers, sold a long time ago. So they got converters down there with a little washer on it, and then the washer has a little hole in it. And it's got a locking wire so these don't fly out when it backfires.
Oh.
So they're only held in place with that locker and a stainless steel locking wire.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can put a feeler gauge between the injectors, but it's all shoved in there so it looks old school.
I like that you painted the fan too. What's the story behind that?
When you stick your finger in there once, you paint the ends and you can see it.
Reminds me of like those airplanes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool.
My Duster before had the P51 Mustang hood painted on it. So.
Yeah.
And Model A had a black fan. That's why I stuck my fingers in. So I started putting these lines.
Oh, so you can see better, right?
Yeah.
How about this?
Oh, that's just to get a handle for it. It looks a little toyish, but
That's cool.
that's what I had.
Really awesome. How about the headers? Did you?
I made those. Yeah, wow. The beautiful welding right here. So it's like TIG MIG. I MIG'd it first, and then I TIG'd it, and
Awesome.
it's one of those kits, but I didn't. So it's a temporary exhaust. It's going to be something later on, but
Yeah. No, that's cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
It's got inserts in here, so those hanging up there, the motorcycle inserts.
Oh,
So you can run them with just these and then put the inserts in. I added these for the peace in the neighborhood.
I love these stickers.
Yeah. There's a guy in town there that sells those.
Yeah.
So I got one on my 56.
Yeah, Cliff has on his 40 too.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah, a lot of guys use them over here. So yeah, the interior, these beautiful seats, going to be leather one day. I got the couch back there that I cut the leather out. So it's going to be all leather covered. I got the templates made already. So everything's going to be covered. The floors, which got the plywood in them, I got a sheet of that teak and holly, they have on boats.
Yeah.
So I got a sheet of teak and holly. So later on, this is going to be all teak and holly all the way back here.
Oh, nice.
Kind of like a boat inside, and then with leather and stuff.
Wow, that's gonna look cool.
Yeah. And then the center console is going to be covered in aluminum. Probably, can maybe have leather on it or just be aluminum. Depends on.
Where'd you get the gauges from? They're really nice looking.
I think they're DeSoto, like a 50s DeSoto. They don't work right now, but it's a Chrysler gauge, so I'm gonna get a conversion wire down. That should be easy to make one, and then the other ones I'm just gonna gut them and put new gauges inside.
Did you paint the dash too?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good. The color scheme is nice. Especially with the knobs like that, you know, the brass knobs.
Yeah. Yeah, those are doorknob for some kitchen drawers or something.
Yeah, they look really good. It looks really good for this this setup.
And there's my little Viking on the key there.
Yeah.
The brake pedal's got a Viking on it.
There's like a Viking theme to it, huh?
Yeah, I got some more ideas for that later on. I'm from Sweden originally, so.
Awesome.
You showed the license plate yet?
No, let's see.
So this always means bad car in England, right? But in Sweden, that means a bathtub.
That's awesome.
The Phaetons, they call them bathtubs. So
Bad car.
that's a good name. Yeah. Backup light, I forgot where it's from, but it's a really expensive lens, and I broke it, of course. I dropped it one day, but
More character.
yeah, I guess. I guess.
Is this your gas tank right here in the back?
Yeah, that's a 52, 54 mg.
How big is it?
It's so this is my measuring gauge.
Oh,
This is 13 gallons.
wow.
So that's 10, 7, 3, 5.
That's actually really cool.
Yeah, and I was looking for one. I'll tell you my story later. But so yeah, so it's got about 10 gallons in it. That's 13.
Yeah. How did you measure it? Like the line?
I made a side view of this thing,
Oh, okay.
and I did this calculation thing.
Gotcha. Nah, that's really cool.
It's not scientifically correct, but it's close enough to, to figure out how much I have in there. Roll bar is bolted to the, I can show you on this side. It's kind of low because I want the car to look low, but you see here. It's actually bolted to the chassis.
Oh,
And
cool.
this hoop is bolted to the rear cross member.
Yeah, so it's removable, right?
Yeah, exactly. You can take the whole thing out. And if you want to take the body off,
Yeah.
it's got this bolt and it's got a connector down there. The whole body has got a... Oh, I'll show you that later.
No, really cool.
It's got the 6-volt batteries back here, so you can cover this leather later on.
Yeah, it's more flat, so
Yeah.
yeah, I see what you mean.
Instead of having a big battery.
Yep, and you gotta make around it, you know, now you just,
Yeah.
like a flat sheet will cover it.
Exactly. There's the main switch, there's some fuel pump relay, and then all the electrical relay to make sure I got good power.
Yeah.
That's my toolbox, glove box down there. Got all my...
You gotta have tools, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it hasn't broken down yet, but I've got a little schnapps bottle in there.
I like that the tool bag matches the rest of the car too. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't like to start when it's really hot. So then I have this one. You pour a little this in the injector and it starts right up.
Wow.
So when it's warm, it's like for some reason it doesn't get enough fuel into the injector. So I just take that and pour it in. Then it starts right up.
How about the steering wheel?
Huh?
How about the steering wheel?
Buick, 51 Buick, if I remember right. I got it one of these days. I'm going to sit down and figure out where all this stuff came from. But I think that was a 51 Buick.
Yeah.
I rebuilt the center part. It's got a quick connector on it, like that.
Oh, nice.
If you don't like that steering wheel, you can take this one right here.
For different season, right?
Yeah, it's the chance on if you do some more sporty driving, you can put this one on, like that.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. And when the wire works, this actually got a spring-loaded thing with a pin in the middle, so you can.
That's really cool.
Yeah. It was especially when you drive this with a top on. I'll show you. I have a top that I'm making. For
Oh,
this,
wow. Is this custom for the windshield?
Yeah. Well, I cut it down. It's twice as tall originally, so.
Yeah,
So
I need to
it's
figure
like
out
this,
mine
it's
too.
like
yeah.
this tall stock.
Oh,
And then this piece right here.
oh, that's cool.
This piece right here has been cut here, 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 and then smashed and just to get this to line a little better.
Yeah.
If you look at a lot of cars, this doesn't match at all because it used to be straight up and down like that.
Yeah.
These are shortened, obviously. I think it's a guy on Ham that sells those aluminum ones. So I want a little more bling. I'll file these down one day.
I like that you kept the gas cap here too. Most people they'll shaving, they'll fill it up, you know. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah.
How about these? Just for looks?
That's old British cars have like spark plugs on the firewall like that. You know, MGs and stuff.
Yeah. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Either for racing, and they just foul up and they need to replace them. But you know, you can get a different set of plugs. You know,
Yeah.
colder ones when you want to go
That's awesome.
step on it. It's just a style kind of thing.
No, that's cool. I like the markings on the distributor cap too. Like
What's that?
The numbers on it.
Oh, that's it. I should have wiped that off. Usually I put it on when I was doing the setup of the fuel injection, all that stuff. So
Definitely a go car. Like you can hear how healthy the motor is, you know.
yeah, it's a high compression 340. They call it a small block Hemis, but yeah, it ran good in the Duster before. So
Yeah.
and this weighs 2,600. The Duster was 3,600, so it's 1,000 pounds less.
Wow.
So yeah, and this whole thing right here. I'll turn the lights off. So it's kind of built like Bonneville bomber style kind of car. So like I said, this has got a 6-inch kick right here.
Yeah.
So this frame is kicked up. It's got a couple of cuts on here. And it's fish plated inside.
Yeah.
And it's pinched. And then hood oil shocks instead of those other kind. I had to run the steering through the bones because if I ran it below, it would be too low.
Yeah.
There's no room to run it above, so I cut those holes out and make them slide in between to get the Ackerman correct. Some guys just put them in front,
Yeah.
and then I don't know how to get there, but so that worked out pretty good. A lot of work stuff. These lights, like I said, this is Bonneville style. So if you take these 4 bolts out, this whole headlight thing comes off,
Yeah.
and you can take these off like this. So 4 bolts, and then all the connectors. I have these connectors for the lights. I have it in here, so if I take the body off,
Yeah.
there's a connector right here. There's a connector down here for the engine harness.
That's a really good idea.
So they're like, they call them mill connectors, a helicopter connector, something like that. But they're watertight. So.
Yeah. Quick connect. That's cool.
Yeah. So, yeah.
What do you do for work, Tommy?
I work for American Electric.
Oh, nice.
So I'm a manager, so work for a bunch of really good guys that works for me. So, or I work for them, depends on how you see it. So,
Yeah, I love seeing garage like this. You know, you can
Yeah.
tell it's a working garage.
it's lived in for sure. Like I said before, everything is on wheels.
Yeah.
Even the cars now.
Yeah, that's how I set my garage too. Everything's on wheels. That
Yeah.
way you can move stuff. You know.
Yeah.
No, really cool. What's your 3 favorite mods on the car?
My 3 favorite mods. Well, the Hillborn is, of course. I love this part. I built it around the Hillborn, so I like these louvers right here. There's gonna be like right here, fitting over, and then this is right at the line. But so that's coming on the side, and then it's gonna be a hood and stuff like that. So other favorite mods, I don't know, the frame.
And the 3rd favorite mod.
I love headlights, obviously. I mean, this is the soul of a car. Everyone put this and this and this. You see, I got headlights up there. I'll show you my other car. It's got 32 SX Terraplane,
Yeah.
V-shaped ones. on them.
Wow. Did you name the car?
I haven't. My wife likes to name cars. I'm not really into it, but I don't know. I have some ideas. I'll show you this paint job right here. So, you seen I never seen a car painted, but I see this is like a sunburst,
Yeah.
guitar sunburst paint. I did a test on this one, it's rattle cans. That's one idea, to paint the car in sunburst. Do the whole car like a
Yeah.
gigantic guitar.
Yeah, that's
And then had the V8 sign on the doors, right, coming out of on the side. That's one idea, but that's for another day when when the paint comes on. So we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much it. I'll show you my other ride too. Since it's not raining right now. This is actually, I broke the keyway on the distributor on this one. Otherwise I could be driving it.
Wow. Yeah, the headlight's cool.
Yeah, so these headlights are 32 S6 Terraplane. I have a Viking for that one too, same. So, like I said, I broke the keyway for the distributor.
Oh.
So it's not spinning. Otherwise, it will start right up.
That's cool.
Yeah, show it. Oh, maybe.
Did you paint the fan too?
Yes. This is the one where I painted the fan because,
It's black, right?
yeah, I stuck my fingers in there. It was running.
Oh,
and I come in
man.
like this.
Ooh.
These fans are a lot bigger too, so. You know. There we go.
The lens at the bottom is nice. The yellow lens.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah, so this one's got hydraulic brakes on it. So me and my buddy Bondo, we had to cut the brakes down. And
Yeah.
this, it's got a Corvette brake cylinder inside, using the crossbar for the brakes. But yeah, hydraulic brakes is a...
What's your plans for this car?
Huh?
What's your plans for this car?
Probably 331 Hemi in it that I have inside her. Chopped. 32, I got 32 frame rails out there. Yeah, that's my couch, by the way. That's my leather interior.
Oh, nice.
For the other car. I bought a whole couch, gutted it,
That's awesome.
and kept the leather and throw the rest out.
Wow.
That's going to be the leather interior for the other car later on.
It's a nice color too.
Yeah. Yeah, so this one, it's been running. I had it driving recently, but like I said, it died close to that. So still needs some work on the engine, but I don't want to spend too much money on it. Swedish teapot right here. That's my, because my crankcase ventilation has got a little blow-by in it.
Yeah.
This thing sucks the air back through the control valve into the intake manifold. So that's like a Swedish PCV system.
That's really cool.
In brass, yeah.
Wow.
Works though.
Yeah.
The smoke comes out of the pipe instead of the bypass.
That's awesome.
That's my third engine in this car, so.
Really?
Yeah. It's got a speed head on it, see that?
Yeah. Wow.
Which means the compression is like 6.5 to 1 instead of 4.5 or whatever they came with.
That's really cool.
So, yeah. It's a cool little car too. This one I drive all the time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, if we're going down the street, I'll probably take this one instead. It's a little better for rainy weather than the other one.
Yeah.
This truck was seafoam blue.
Oh.
So here's the original color right there. Seafoam blue. So 454. Cam is just torque. Probably runs out at 5 grand or something, but it's got tons of torque in it. It's all torque.
Wow.
Fuel injected, Holly, what do you call it? Holly Sniper. All the wires inside the cab, so I shoved them in through a grommet right there to clean it up a little.
Yeah. No, it looks nice. Nice and tucked.
It hauls. It's a, like I said, it's not a speed truck, but it's got tons of torque in it.
Yeah. Really cool.
Yeah. So that's that. We'll go over on the block.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
At least this should start.
Yeah. Yeah.
Copper pipe? I don't know. That's what I have lying around. This thing goes right here.
Is that the reason why for the roll bar?
Huh?
Is that the reason for the roll bar for protection and for the roof?
It's well, original. It's like I said, I built this roll bar, and this thing is built for that, like this. Actually, it's on backwards. Like this. So see this?
Yeah, that's cool.
This one, the fabric's gonna go like this, up to here, and it's gonna go here, and it's gonna have a zipper like a T-top. Otherwise, you can't get in the car.
Yeah. Will your head hit the roof though?
No, my head is like right here.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Right here, and the seat's gonna come down a little more, so my head is like right
Oh,
here.
okay. Gotcha.
So taller guys can't ride them, but I want the top to be like. So this is gonna be like a gangster.
Yeah, little visor,
You
right?
can still open this one, so you get air coming in.
Yeah, that's cool.
Well, so it's gonna be a cap right here, and then two thick bands to hold it together, and then it's gonna be cover tops.
The copper idea is nice. It looks good too, the bends.
Yeah, I like brass, and like these pipes. It's supposed to look like this.
Oh.
Looks more like dog poop to me. It doesn't look like that. So this will burn off anyways.
Yeah.
This is just for show. I painted this the other day.
Yeah.
I burned it all off already. When I go on the highway,
It's hot, you know. Yeah.
it's only for 1200 degrees. So.
Yeah,
So,
that's
anyways.
cool. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you for your
thank
time.
you, guys.